Now we are live. We are live officially. Welcome back. Season 2. Can't ban the San Fran. I'm one half of your host, Reef Ledger.
Hey, this no joke to grow. I'm checking in, man. We made it to season 2.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
excited.
yeah. They didn't want us to. They didn't want to see us back here after that last little Super Bowl debacle, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Man, I was hurt, but we back. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We
yeah,
back at it.
yeah. And I got the wrong ticket. But since we back, man, it's been a while since February, my brother. Checking in. How you feeling about the upcoming season? We got a lot to discuss.
Bro,
Here
I'm
we
I'm
go.
I'm feeling kind of I'm a little conflicted because man, my expectations are high every year, and that feeling that we had in January, it's horrible, bro. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to fly to San Francisco for the parade. I
We
wanted
spoke
to go
about it.
out there.
Yeah,
So I still feel it a little bit, but um it's just I'm just tired of us getting there and losing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, but I still got some questions. Cal, can Cal do it? Can he do it, man? Like I know some people saying, well, you impatient with Cal. You're being impatient, but bro, how long we gotta wait?
yeah.
How long do we have to wait? I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm gonna let you go, bro, because I could talk about my expectations for days, but I'll let you go, bro.
I mean, I feel all right, man. I think after the last season, I really just stopped putting as much stake into it, man. I was extremely heartbroken after that loss. Like I said at our last episode, I went to a Niner bar, man. You saw people crying in there. It was tough, bro. It was tough. I mean, my friends called me spoiled, though. You know what I'm saying? They said, they don't know what it's like to be the 2 Super Bowls in 5 years and 4 NFC championships. You know what I'm saying? They wish for that. So at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like I get what they're saying, but in the same realm, like we got to fucking win. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we'll talk about that later on. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely wanted to check in with you to see how you felt about last season and how you feeling going into this season for sure. And just moving forward with that, that brings us to the next topic. Is listen, it was a busy, eventful 49ers off season, my brother. Welcome back to week 1, but we a week late. We supposed to do this last week, full
Yeah.
transparency, man. But life
Shit.
been life, and so
Yeah, stuff happened, but bro, the off season, I felt it was a long off season, just because of the signings. I wasn't expecting Trent to hold out. Him being older, I get it. He like, I'm the best tackle. Got to get my money now. Um, I was surprised that we gave the money we gave to him and IU. Not sure what we're gonna do. I'm hearing that we have 40 million in cap space. We have, which is pretty high, which I didn't think we had that much left after the signings. But just bro, it was just long, man. It was like IU, he crying. He wanted more. I heard the deal that they had was the same deal he the whole time, and he actually signed the same deal. So it was just, bro, it was long, and I think we're now in the position we're gonna start. All our star players are gonna start doing that, because everybody that we that cried for the money got it. Trent said, I ain't playing. I'm gonna get it. Ayuk did it. Debo did it. I was mad at Debo last year or the year when he did it. So it's like everybody's gonna cry. So what are we gonna do when some other star players? Are we gonna trade? Are we going to trade Debo or Ayuk next year? So I've been thinking about all of those things, but the offseason was just long. I'm happy we got everybody back. But bro, when you sign all these players and you give all this money out, like you said earlier, a couple of minutes ago, we have to win. We got to win, bro. Like, we got to win. You giving Trent got this money. And Trent is Trent my age. You know what I'm saying? Trent 36, 37. Bro, and we gave him a pretty decent lump sum of money. So, bro, we gotta win. That when I think of the offseason and all the money we just gave out to Brandon Ayuk and Big Trent, bro, I'm thinking we got everybody back. We gotta win. So that's what I got out of the offseason. It's Super Bowl bust, and this might be the biggest Super Bowl bust for me.
My offseason, my view on the offseason is this, right? So I think that's the new era of the way that players use social media and these negotiations to leverage getting their money and things of that nature. So I'm fine with it. The saga for Ayuk, I was fine with it. Debo did the same. But again, if we're going to pay you, you better perform. That's really it. That goes from every person we paid, you better fucking perform. You know what I'm saying? Even Christian McCaffrey. Remember, we paid Christian McCaffrey in the offseason.
Yeah.
We paid him first. He was the first person we paid.
Yeah.
So we still got Huff coming up. We still got Demo coming up, and then we still got Brock. You know, so again, there's going to be a lot of things being made. There's going to be a lot of changes made, and I think they're all in this season because I think they know that this season is the last season of the core group. So I'm thinking that we're going to get a much hungrier group. Very busy offseason, though, brother. Very busy offseason. And we actually spoke about that now, so we can actually go into it.
1 second.
Yeah,
bro, one more thing. The draft. I know we didn't get really to talk about the draft.
That was next, but
okay, that's next. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
That's right after this. Right after this, that's the draft.
Yeah.
Trent and Ayuk, your opinion, who do you feel is the more valuable player right now at this moment?
You got to go Ayuk. Ayuk. You got to go Ayuk right now because the long term. He's a younger player. He's probably our best. Well, he is our best wide receiver. I still think Debo is our best playmaker. But I think Ayuk is our best wide receiver. So you got to we pretty much. I'm glad we did pay him, but when you talk about Big Trent, for right now, for this year, I still think him and Debo, and I talked about this last year. They are the heart and the soul of the 49ers. When they're not there, dumb dude, it just don't vibe. So right now for this year, I gotta go Trent. Long term, I'll go Ayuk because Ayuk is a top 10 receiver. I'll say he's a top 10 receiver, but I think he still thinks he's better than what he is. You know what I'm saying? Some of the money he was asking for, I don't think he is as good as some of those other guys, but he's a top 10 receiver. So going forward, I think Brock Purdy is going to need him. I don't know what we're going to do with Debo. Will we trade him? Will we keep him? I know Debo restructured his deal too. So I'm thinking long term Ayuk, and right now it's definitely still Trent.
Yeah, and that's why I posed a question to you, bro, because I actually feel that Ayuk is the answer now in the future. I think Trent is a vital piece. He is one of the main core heart and soul members of the team. Debo and Trent, I agree with you. But as of now, I think I'm looking to the future, and it's Ayuk, his connection with Purdy and things of that nature. They're both young. They have a lot of years to grow together. And I'm looking into the future, man. We got to have somebody replace Trent. He's old. I hope he plays another 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is that he's getting old, you know. He missed all training camp. You saw it. I mean, yesterday he had to go to the locker room to get an IV.
Yeah, he was exhausted.
You know,
big dude was exhausted.
Yeah, you know, and that's definitely Hall of Famer, man, for sure. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go. Well, yes, without question, I'm gonna go Ayuk though, for now and the future. But again, I agree with what you're saying. I think that Ayuk thinks he has an inflated and he has inflated like an inflated opinion about himself, which receivers should though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, he's paid like a top 5 receiver. He's not top 5 though.
Yeah.
But he better start to ball out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into the game, but that touchdown miss he had in the end zone, that was like, yo, that's what we're paying you for. And I think that he has to get over them nerves and things. I think that's what he's thinking about now. But you know, I wanted to speak on that and speak on the people that we thought were going to replace Ayuk. That's why a couple people thought he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
A couple people in the chat said that a couple chats said that Ayuk was done, and that's because of the draft, the 49ers draft that we had. What are your opinions on the draft? What do you think about Pretty Ricky, aka Ricky Parasol, Pretty Ricky, what they call him, and who's your favorite pick out of the draft?
I like they were laughing at me in the groups. I didn't know much about Pretty Ricky, but I put on the tape like all I put on the tape like everybody else was doing. They putting up their YouTube, and I liked them. Unfortunately, he's been hurt. But overall, I think we did okay in the draft. I know you wanted a corner. I know we got a lineman that I forget his name. He did pretty well the other night. Last night. I felt we could have drafted defense, but I seen Kyle's angle. Kyle's angle was, all right, we go ahead, we replace one of them, Debo or Ayuk, and we go first round, but it just didn't pan out. And there's another case of Kyle trying to outsmart himself again. You know how they do with the Kinlaws and the DeForest Buckner. They trying to outsmart themselves. And if this one don't pan out, I think it needs to be something needs to be said in the front office. What are we doing with our first round picks? Because we had Solomon Thomas, Kinlaw, both of them on the Jets. They were playing last night.
Getting ran over.
Yeah, Trey Lance, who's in Dallas, backing up your boy.
He's the backup to the backup. He's third string.
Oh, he's the backup. Yeah. So what are we doing? That's what I got out of the draft. If Ricky doesn't pan out, I'm gonna be a little concerned going in to the next draft. And I think we had the corner from Florida State. Mm-hmm. We drafted him. I'm not sure if he played any last night. I don't think he
on special teams.
Yeah, he was on special teams. Yeah, but the draft was it was okay. I would say it was okay. Not super great, but it was all right.
Yeah, you see Hill. Shout out to Hill. Hill, what's up?
Oh, you didn't know him at all. Hey, Hill, I had on the tape. I put on the tape. Look, y'all. Look, I got YouTube just like y'all.
I will say this is one thing that I said at first. I was very upset that we drafted Ricky. To be quite honest, I felt that we had other cornerbacks who should have taken who were there. Cooper DeJean, I felt we should have took, but Cooper DeJean, and come to find out, Cooper DeJean and both Kool-Aid McKinstry, the two cornerbacks who I wanted, come with injury concerns. I think Cooper has been actually injured in training camp. I still would have took him regardless. I really do believe that their choice for first round was Andrew Wiggins, but Baltimore snatched him up right before that. I really do believe that they were going to take Andrew Wiggins and they was going to take Ricky second, but since Andrew was gone and he went right before them, they just took the next person they had on the board, who was Ricky. I really believe that. I pray that I'm right. This is just a conspiracy theory that I have, because there's no way, and they followed it up by taking the next corner the next round. So I'm like, they were going to take Wiggins. If he fell, they was going to take him, because they took a corner the next round, which Bernardo Green. I'm not really familiar with him. I just knew that Florida State, they had a good defense.
Yeah. I heard it. I heard a couple of dudes say he liked that, but
he could tackle. He's a tackler. I mean, Florida State had a great defense last year. The defense is the reason that they really was in games. They lost a quarterback. for the year. So towards the end of I think it was mid-season. Somebody, AJ could correct me if I'm wrong, but they lost him like mid-season or towards the end of the season. But their defense was great though. Again, I didn't like the Ricky Pearsall pick. I felt as long as Ayuk is there, I think that is fine. I want to see how he plays. My favorite pick probably was, from what I've heard in camp, was the safety Malik Mustafa. We'll see how he plays.
Not about him, yeah.
And I know we drafted the right guard who's currently a starter now, Puny, who they're saying is doing really well. He played all right. He got manhandled a little bit, but it's by Quentin Williams. So I'm excited about this draft class to see. They got a starter out of it already in Puny. You know what I'm saying? Right guard. So that's a plus. But John and Kyle, they find the gems late.
Yeah, always.
And
always. I'm like, yo, just skip the first round for us.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, just skip it.
And then pick the trash up. So we'll see, man. I'm excited. They got the young boy Jacob Cowan, the receiver from Arizona, a little fast, twitchy wide receiver. So we'll see if Kyle Shanahan uses him. Kyle Shanahan is very hard on rookie wide receivers. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes even when Ricky comes back. But speaking of Ricky, as you know, he was the target of an attempted robbery and unfortunately was shot in the chest. Thank God the bullet went straight through. No arteries, no serious damage, no nothing. And he was able to be released, I believe, the next day from the hospital. What is your take on that? What is your take on now, your outlook on Ricky P as it relates to this season?
Yeah, man, just know your surroundings. You in a new place. I know you want to show the rollie, you want to get the girls, and you know what I'm saying. You want to be outside, but just know your surroundings. People hungry right now, man. The way the economy is, man, you just ain't gonna be walking around flossing the Rolex like no dudes ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? So just be more aware, and hopefully he's learned from this. I'm happy to, like you said, the bullet went straight through, but hopefully he's learned. I saw on the sidelines last night he still had the Rolex on, so I'm guessing he's still gonna wear the Rolex, but he's not gonna wear it in downtown San Francisco, wherever he was at. I hear it could get a little rowdy where he was at.
Yeah, for sure. I heard that too about San Francisco. In certain areas, I heard in San Francisco are really sketchy, especially depending on where you at. When you hear, so when I hear San Francisco, I think of a lot of things, but dangerous is not one of them until you actually tap into people who are there and you find out about the different areas and places to go, and places you can't. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is completely safe. So you just got to make sure that you are, on point. And Ricky has some security or somebody there with him. But I'm glad he's okay. It was unfortunate because he actually spent most of training camp hurt. He had a shoulder injury, then he had like some other injuries. So he wasn't really playing like that. And when he did practice, he was always in a non-contact jersey. So we'll see how it is. I know he's going for the first 4 weeks, so speedy recovery to Ricky. I know he wants to get back out there. You know what I mean? I just hope whenever he comes back, he's at full strength. But speaking of injuries, man, we got alerted yesterday right before the game, man. Offensive player of the year, man, last year, man, C-Mac, calf/Achilles, bro. That's scary.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Luckily, before the game, even before they announced it, I had read an article on Jordan Mason, and I think what is it, Grant Cant? One of our reporters, and he wrote it. It was actually a good write up. How Jordan was he looked really good in practice, and I'm kind of happy he played the way he played last night. But it's all over, bro. I don't understand why we can't stay healthy. I get it. CMC, to me last year, and I told you this on, I forget what episode, I felt like we could have kind of worked some of the other running backs in. I felt like Kyle says he doesn't want to come out. You the coach, bro. You got to protect some of these guys from themselves. Him and Debo. Sometimes, man, we use them dudes too much. And CMC he runs hard. Debo runs hard. So just trying to man, limit his touches when he do get back. If he's out 6 weeks or 7 weeks, still limit his touches, man. Because guess what, bro? He be 30. You know, running backs don't last that long anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he probably got about maybe 1 or 2 good years left in him, and he's gonna be pretty much done. So I'm just hoping the injury bug doesn't plague the whole team, because we've seen it before. We've seen it before when Bosa went down, then Jimmy G went down. We've seen. I feel like we've been the most injured team these last 10 years when it comes to players. So just staying healthy is a key. I would rest CMC. I would give him the 4 weeks? When you put him on, I forget what the list is called, the injury list. Yeah, give him the 4 weeks. Let him heal up all the way.
Yeah. How far do you think we can go without him? This is the reason why I pause, and this is the reason why I asked you the question, because it's a calf/Achilles injury.
Yes, sir.
Now that's something that you can't really play with. You know what I mean? Pause. And so, as we know, the ramifications of an Achilles injury, most people don't come back. Especially the older you get, the more difficult it is to come back. Especially at the position that he plays, where he's constantly required to move and run around a lot. So if we rest him, like what you're saying, for the PUP first 4, or if he misses more time, how far do you think we can go without him?
I think we have enough talent in the locker room. I think we could win. We just can't afford to lose anybody else. My big concern is Trent staying healthy. I was like, well, hold on. Why is he going to the locker room? Now, if you start losing those pieces, is a big concern. I think we could win. I think we got Minnesota next week, and I forget who we play after that. But I think we could get through these. I think we might have some a divisional game, St. Louis. But I think we could get through these first 4 pretty. I think we could win the first 4. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't really I think we were better than the teams we play. So even without CMC, I think we could still win these first 3-4 games.
Okay. So this is my opinion on C-Mac. I told you, I told you this all last year, that our MVP was Christian McCaffrey when you was toting the Brock Purdy horn. I said our MVP is Christian McCaffrey. Our offense goes as Christian McCaffrey goes. We go off the run game. I'm very worried if we don't have McCaffrey. I was already doubting the year. To be honest, I didn't have much stake or faith in the Niners this season. I don't. Just being I guess I'm not too up, too down. I'm even kill. Pause. You see Hill trolling, talking about 17-0. I don't see that. But what I will say is, on our end, I don't think we're gonna go far without Christian McCaffrey. I think Jordan, we're gonna speak to him in a second, but I think Mason, aka $MA I think the young man came up in a big way. He stepped up for us. Had over 140 rushing yards and a touchdown. And again, he's more of a bruiser. You know, he has to find the right holes to hit. He's a little bit hesitant. Sometimes he as the game progressed, he got better. You could tell he was getting the nerves out of his system, which is only right. And I think the sky could. I think he has a nice floor, but his ceiling is nowhere near as high as McCaffrey's when it comes to running routes and just vision. McCaffrey has better vision. I mean, that's just a fact. You know, he's quicker on his feet. Mason is a heavier running back, so I don't see us winning the Super Bowl without Christian McCaffrey. The reason why we had to run Christian McCaffrey in the ground last year because Elijah Mitchell couldn't fucking stay healthy, and we had Jordan. Exactly, he's out again.
Yeah, he's out. He's out again.
And we whatchamacallit, we had Mason in special teams. We had Jordan Mason doing special teams, but now they have other running backs. They got the young boy Isaiah Guerrero.
Yep. We drafted him. I think we took him in the 3rd round, right?
No, it was a little bit later than that, but I think it's like the 4th. Yeah, like the 4th or 5th. But we got him now, so Mason, he could spell Mason, and Mason could, basically carry the load. But I don't want Debo to be. I think them days of Debo being a wide back is over. I think he could do it every once in a while, but as far as him doing that on the regular, I don't see that happen. So this is you see Hill trolling you right there.
Hey Hill, 17-0. Not this year. Last year, I was feeling it, but this year, I think we're gonna start off. We're gonna be decent this year. I think we get hot in the around playoff time, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we really hope for, man. I don't hope for nothing else but to get hot at the right time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm really hoping for. But back to my man Mace, man. MA $E. What was your outlook on him, on his game, and how far you think he can take us?
Yeah, man. Like I told you, man, I was reading an article and it was funny because everybody was like, "Oh, CMC messed up their fantasies." Everybody, I saw all the tweets and everybody like, "Why we didn't know he was injured?" But I kind of had a feeling because I know he was struggling with the calf. I didn't read the Achilles, but I knew he was struggling with the calf, and with the calf injuries, they take a while to heal, bro. Especially when you're getting closer to 30. So I wasn't too surprised to hear CMC was out, but I felt like Jordan came in. He did what he needed to do. Like you said, he's a bruiser, a running back. He kind of remind me of your boy that used to play in Dallas. He got the stature. Marion Barber. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Marion Barber. Runs real hard. And they were talking about him catching, trying to get his hands better. So because he wants to be like CMC. He said like CMC is he does everything he does. So hopefully he can. He's not going to be CMC, but hopefully he can help us out. He caught a couple of passes too last night. So yeah, he played pretty good. He played pretty good. Oh, he said, "Boy, no, he don't." No, I'm talking about their stature, Hill, their stature, and the way they run hard. So, yeah, you might not agree, but I think that's a good comparison. I'm not gonna say Marshawn Lynch or nothing, but he's like a bruiser type back. He did pretty good.
Yeah, he weighs on the defense the longer the game goes, for sure. He's a big
yeah.
But again, I think that our chances with CMAC, I think we have the opportunity to rely on the defense, bro. The next 4 games, we got Minnesota next week. We got St. Louis. We got LA Rams after that, and then we got the Cardinals after that. So, we got to rely on All Pro Fred and them boys, man. Tell me what you think about the defense under the new defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen, a.k.a. Nicky Sunshine, man. What you thinking?
Man, I thought we played okay. But I don't know if you agree with this, but I don't think the defense is the same without that Dre Greenlaw. I still don't think we are as fast at the linebacker. With Dre Greenlaw, we lose. Without him, we lose so much, man. Because Dre, even with some of those passes to the running backs, to the tight end, man, Dre on that. He on that. I noticed that there. Overall, I gave the defense a pretty good. They were pretty good. They were pretty good.
I'm not even talking about yesterday. I'm just talking about it in general. We're gonna get to the game.
Revamp. Yeah, but I just I like it. Campbell, the linebacker we picked up, I think he's a good fill-in. It's hard for me not to unsee the defense yesterday, but I think I like the defense. I think we're gonna be pretty good. I think we're gonna be pretty good.
I think that the same things that have plagued us will continue to plague us, and that is the running quarterback. Especially with Dre Greenlaw out. Dre Greenlaw brings Fred Warner's intensity, but more physical aggression. Yeah. He's gonna fight. He's gonna get into the face. He's gonna damn near get so loud and so out there that he might get a penalty. He's a player that you got to pull back, and he's fast to the ball. Pause. He's super fast.
Fast.
Catches and tackles that Campbell that missed yesterday when he missed that tackle on Breece Hall. Dre Greenlaw is not missing that tackle.
Nope.
You know, and he might get intentional grounding because he might get a penalty because he might pick him up and slam him on his head. You know what I'm saying? To make him think twice about doing it. It's just a different level of physicality that Dre Greenlaw brings to the defense. We got to get Huff back. We got Odom in the back. We got Odom in the safety position up there with the young boy, my boy Jair. We got to get Hufanga back. You know, they're easing him in. I mean, Demo, I think, is solid. Mooney Ward is solid. You know, I got to see more from Bosa, man. I don't see the sacks like I saw. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see a little bit more from Bosa. I want to see how he performs this year. I'm excited for the defense, but I think they got to switch up like we need cornerbacks, bro, for one. We just need cornerbacks, man. You know, we picked up the dude Yidam from the Saints. Let's see how he does.
He made a play last night. He made a play,
yeah. But I mean, it's different, man. It's different levels of and I'm gonna get in. We could go right into that now, but I want to see what Nicky Sunshine brings to the table. No expectation. He's from the system, so that's a plus. You know, and he has tons of playing experience. So we'll see how he does, bro. Let's get into speaking of the defense, man. Let's get into the Niners versus the Jets. Last night on Monday Night Football. As you guys know, the score was 19 Jets, 32 49ers. Give you a good, bad, and ugly for the game, my brother.
The good was we ran the ball. We was pretty effective running the ball. I still felt like the bad was we left points up. And I felt like we were doing that last year, where sometimes where I thought we could have gotten touchdowns and some of those drives stalled. I didn't like some of Cal's play calling. And I know everybody's like, "Why? Oh, you don't like Cal's play calling." I just think you need to I teach psychology, man. I teach psychology. I'm a professor, right? And we talk about habits. Cal needs to get in these habits where he's not calling dumb plays on third down. I don't know if you've seen that reverse on third. It was like 3rd and 9. It was a reverse he called on a 3rd and 9 play. I just sometimes Cal, his play calling just pisses me off now. It just pisses me off, and I think it's because I go back to those games and I'll like the Super Bowl, some of the play calling. I just don't. Sometimes Kyle gets on my nerves, so I would say that's the bad. We had 6 field goals. That was really good. Moody, good job. You hitting your field goals. The ugly. I didn't really see ugly. I thought Brock was still elite. You know, he's my guy. He's out there dropping the dimes and he's doing what he do. Very, very accurate. For the ugly, I would go with you. I still want to see some better corner play. I think our corners, besides 7, Mooney, I think we could use another elite corner on that other side. And I know you wanted us to go corner in the draft first round, but I agree. Lenore, he's decent, but I want to see better play from our secondary as well. Even though A-Rod only threw for I think $165.
Yeah, but. Yeah. I mean, that's valid analysis, bro. On my end, I think the good was the turnovers. The good was that we appeared to be in midseason form week 1. You know, with the aggressiveness starting out, the fumble by Fred, of course, you know, Fred is going to bring the intensity, and then the tip pass to the interception, being able to move up and down still being able to control time of possession. That's a big thing in the Shanahan tree. They like to control the clock. That's damn near every coach. But the Shanahan tree is really known for controlling the ball and establishing the pass off of the run and controlling the run game and being dominant with that zone run. And I think that we did that a lot. So it was a lot of good with that. Brock looked good. Offense looked good, clicked. The bad to me, it's still a good, But the bad to me is just, bro, field goals, bro.
Yeah.
Like we in the red zone and still not scoring. That pass from Purdy to Ayuk was a dime. Beautiful pass, bro. Beautiful. And Ayuk got to catch the ball. I mean, Ayuk missed all the training camp, so he can't simulate that in real time. He got to go hit the fucking jug machine because we playing the Jets this week. We're not even aspire. We go in different directions from the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Their goal is to just make the playoffs. Our goal is to fucking a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? So the teams that we're going to be playing, they're going to make them catches. So we have to make them catches, especially the player that you're paying all that guaranteed money to. Conservative from Kyle Shanahan. Just the conservativeness. We was up 13. They scored a touchdown. That's when Aaron threw the touchdown off the offsides. We was up 13. We on the 4-yard line. It was 4th and 1. He kicks a field goal, and it just brought me back to the Super Bowl when instead of going for it on 4th and 1, he kicked the field goal and Mahomes came down and fucking scored a touchdown and beat us. And it's like, you gonna do that with Aaron Rodgers? You can't do that with these people nowadays. Yeah. You gotta be aggressive, bro. Yeah, you gotta be aggressive. We won the game because we forced a 4 and out. Of course, you know what I'm saying? It was the old Aaron Rodgers. He'd have fucking ran for that first down. Yeah, just like Mahomes was running. So you gotta be aggressive, bro. You gotta be aggressive. You're always on offense. Always on offense when you're playing good offenses. And that right there was just bad to me. The ugly was C-Mac, bro. Finding that out right before the start of the game was just ugly to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like I said, it plays a big part in how I feel where we're going. But we'll see, man. Maybe Jordan could turn it around, and then when he comes back, it'd be a good 1-2 punch, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we on to the Vikings, my brother.
The Vikings, man. The Vikings look good. Sam Darnold, I believe that's Sam Darnold's their quarterback right now. They look good. I got a couple of Vikings fans in the more Flowers group, so they hype. Shout out to my boy GFL Nero. But we gonna. I think we're gonna beat them. I think we're better than them. They're a pretty good team. They're solid. But I think Sam Darnold, some of that old Sam gonna come out where he throw us a couple of picks. I'm gonna go to 49ers. 24-14.
Okay. Like I said, man, I think the Vikings are a good team, man. And I just remember last year Kirk Cousins torching us in that second half. Because of sideline Steve, I never forget that, man. He threw the blitz at the end of the half, and they caught us for like a 60-yard bomb.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I mean, I think Nicky Sunshine is a little bit more. He's more on par with what Shanahan wants and what we all want from our defense and what we've seen in week 1. But I think that I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know if C-Mac is not there and now they getting tape on Mason, they getting tape on what to do. I'm honestly not sure. I think it's a toss-up game. We're going to Minnesota. I think we have a better team. I think that we might listen. If we win, I think it'll be off the strength of us simply just being able to find a way to will it. And I'm a Niners fan, so I'm going to pick us 24-21, but it would not shock me if we lose the game. I think that they're going to move Justin Jefferson all over the field, and we don't have anybody that's going to guard him. I think he's going to avoid Mooney anyway. I don't think that – I think he's going to cook Lamar. I think he's going to cook anybody else. He's cooking them.
Yeah. You need to keep somebody over top.
Yeah.
If Mooney – I think Mooney could go one-on-one with him, but anybody else –
then you got Addison. You got if Addison plays, then if Addison's injured, so if he don't play, we win. But
Yeah,
we got to worry about 2 of them with Darnold. Darnold's going to give us 1 or 2 interceptions.
yeah. That's what I think. He gonna give us
Sure.
2.
But Kevin O'Connell's a good coach. So I don't want to.
Their offensive line pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. Kevin O'Connell's a good coach, man. You know, but they down some players. So I got us 24-21, but it wouldn't surprise me if we lost the game.
Keep CMC on them sidelines, bro. We need him. We need him when the playoffs start. Now, I don't care if he wins 6. If he out 6-7 games, man. Keep him on. As long as we get him around November and he out there and he healthy, I think we could definitely make a Super Bowl run. But if he not out there, you know what I'm saying, and he hurt or he out for the season, that's why I say let him rest, man. Give him 6-7 games if he needed. Just get him 100%.
Fact. We played Kansas City at home. That is October 20th. If he could come for that game, could pause, because we got Kansas City, then we got Dallas, then we got Tampa Bay. 3
You got Dallas in Dallas?
We got Dallas. We 2 homes. We home versus Kansas City in Dallas, but then we go to Tampa Bay. I actually might go to the Tampa Bay game. That's November 10th. I might go to that game.
I'm looking at the Miami joint too.
Yeah, my boy live in Tampa, so I might actually use that time to go out there. But yeah, man, that concludes, man, episode 1, season 2, episode 1, Camp Bandit San Fran. I appreciate you, bro. Let's make this every Tuesday, 8:00.
I'm here, bro. Appreciate you, man. I'm excited. Let's see what we gonna do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The growth out.